Hey guys, Carlos Perez doing a quick update, just reaching out to everybody. I had someone ask me the other day, excuse me, uh, how do I know that when I'm watching TV, it's not your service, your server that's messing up, causing it to buffer, causing it to freeze? And I tell people constantly that 9 times out of 10, it's user error. It is not anything on our part. So I just wanted to do a quick little video to kind of explain what I mean by it's not really anything on our part. So if you notice here, our setups are typically, one server for X amount of customers. And then we do a load balance so that it rolls over. So there's always an even amount. So a lot of you seen my video before where we had like 8 different servers that we were basically connected to so that the service will always be great. We're going to get back up to that for our demos so people see that. But just so you understand what I mean, this is the main server right here. This main server is connected to a load balance server. So there's always an equal amount of people basically that's going to be on each one. Now eventually by this summer we're going to have 10 of these. So it's going to be 1 main and then 9 load balance, and every one will probably hold roughly 100 people, which a 1 gigabit uplink downlink is good for 150 simultaneous users. So we're spreading that out amongst 10 servers, and then we're going to spread that out amongst all the RAM. So as you can see right here, there's only 46 people online at the moment. Well, 46 connections open, 23 connections, 23 connections. They balance out. Once we start adding other servers, it'll be, let's say there are 30 people, it'll be 10, 10, and 10. That way nobody ever has a bad experience. And more importantly, we're not putting everybody on one server that if that server goes down, everyone's down. So we're spreading it out amongst, 10 of them. So you see right now there's 18 users here, 15 users here. These 18 have 24 connections open. These 15 have 22 connections open. Connections are streams. That means these 16 accounts have 23 different channels that are open. These 18 people have 24 different channels that they have open. And it gives you a complete rundown of what's online, what's offline, and that 45 is what comes into play here. So there'll never be any congestion once we're set up. And you figure we're probably going to be adding 1 load balancing server every month. And this is really just for our demo servers so that we can show people. Again, once you spread it out like that, you see there's no CPU hardly being used at all. Memory usage is very low. It's not eating up resources. So once we have 10 of these spread out, that means 1,000 different channels, simultaneous channels, users can be watching, and it'll be spread out amongst 10 servers, so nobody will feel any of that congestion. Unlike if you had, like, say, a 110 gigabit and that one server went down, or the resources somehow, were being exasperated, you would start to notice that. So we typically like to set ours up so that that's not going to be an issue. And you'll see as I'm doing more videos on the upcoming months, you're going to see that there will be more and more added. You're going to see more and more connections, more and more traffic. That's how you prevent the buffering. So when people are telling me that it's an error on our part, there's something that is wrong with our service, that's inaccurate, guys. That's inaccurate, because the moment we see that it's coming to a point where there's going to be a lot of people utilizing connections, we immediately add a load balancing server to balance things out. We do that because we want the experience to be nice for everybody. And we're able to monitor everyone across the network as far as resellers go with that too. So now you have a better understanding of why that it could, well, it more than likely will be user error. It's probably you didn't refresh your router, you never unplugged it, you didn't clear your cache on your devices, your internet service provider is perhaps, just kind of monitoring and testing the streams. So they're putting, injections in there so that it causes things to happen. Maybe it's the wrong time of day. Maybe your speed isn't fast enough for all the devices you have connected. Like there's so many different reasons for buffering and things that happen. There's even settings on your Fire Stick and things that can be changed, to prevent that. I noticed recently on Emby that I had to set the direct stream speed to start at 10 megabits because it was trying to start at the lowest, like 400 kilobit section. So, there are things you're going to find. It is not going to be the provider's mistake, errors, fault when these kind of things happen. So educate yourself on the common causes of buffering and freezing, and then try to figure out on your network. We recently figured out through one of our master resellers that Spectrum was just doing something that was causing buffering, and that if we had a VPN, that wouldn't happen. So when they told me that all 10 people on Spectrum were having that same problem, Andy suggested that I get a VPN. Once I did that, it was flawless. It was perfect. And like I said, I don't know why, but I appreciate the fact that instead of someone whining about, oh, my customers, don't like it, they're calling bullshit on the service, it's your fault, that they actually stop to analyze and say, well, wait a minute. If 10 people on the same servers are having the same issue, it could be this. And sure enough, that's what it was. Had another one of our master resellers that was on Xfinity do the same thing, called right back. Dude, it's fucking incredible. It's working, incredibly now. It's like everything's coming in clear. The pictures show fast. So do not go through the blaming process of always saying that it's us or it's the provider without checking if it's perhaps your resources on your end first. And that's what a lot of people do. They will bust your balls and have you swear up and down it's your fault. Then you'll call in to me and swear up and down it's my fault. And then again, like I showed you, we're not, it's very minimal resources being used because we spread it out amongst servers. Like I said, this CPU is not hardly in use. I mean, nothing's being used, no resources. And once we see these numbers jump up to like 100, we immediately add that extra one. Even though each one can do 150, we still want to make sure that the experience is smooth and it's vibrant and it's worth your trust and belief in the system. So that's how that works. I just want to take the time to let you know this so that you can be educated. If you have any other questions, any concerns, you want more information, reach out to me at 760-422-3052. Remember, I am in California, so do not call me 5 o'clock in the morning because it's 8 o'clock for you on the East Coast. Talk to you guys later. Bye.